Alright, y'all, welcome back. Just gonna recap the defensive side of the ball real quick. It's gonna be much faster than the offensive side of the ball. At least I think that as we're starting, but we'll hop into this, and we're gonna start off with Marcus Davenport with the D lineman. I'm gonna just say he's been our best player this preseason, both sides of the ball. Marcus Davenport's been a beast. I mean, he played the whole entire first half against the Ravens, and he played a lot against the Jaguars as well. Hopefully they can just sit him down this next game so he can, stay healthy and come into the season healthy. This will be his first time coming into the season healthy, so that's going to be big for him, right there. Don't let his numbers, fool you. He can end the game with 0 sacks and only like 2 tackles, but he's been causing havoc. He's been getting pressures, hurries, and things like that, quarterback hits. I think those things are much more important than getting a sack, Just being disruptive and things like that. Of course, it'll be nice for him to, get the stats to, end those plays. But just causing that much havoc and that much chaos for an offense is good enough. Anyamata's still a beast. As if you didn't know, you should continue to know that Anyamata's still a beast. He's been dominating out there as well. He's been playing a lot of defensive end, which it's going to be interesting when he comes back because, he obviously plays D tackle, but he's been getting a lot of pressure from that outside with, Cam Jordan kind of on a decline. Marcus Davenport, you really don't know because he hasn't done this, in the regular season yet. You may need him on, third and long situations to step out there and, rush the passer if we're having trouble doing that this year. So it's been a good look for him, and I like it. I like the versatility of him, and hopefully we get Peyton Turner back this week. Obviously, first round pick. No one's seen him yet, so we can't really judge, how good he's going to be or, how bad he's going to be or, whatever you want to make your judgments out of preseason games. Some people like to jump to big conclusions. I don't, but I just want to see him out there on the field. But we haven't got that chance yet. Hopefully this third preseason game, he's out there, and then, we'll see. We always go from there. But I do think the versatility of all these, players it's going to make this team good because I think Davenport, Anyamata, Cam Jordan can all play inside, outside on pass rush situations. So that versatility is going to just, create problems for the defense just in itself. Next up, the linebackers. This group here, man, from the Saints having like the worst linebacker luck in like the history of the league to this is the best linebacking group we've had since, man, I don't know how long. I know it's probably the best ever, honestly. We just got on a limb. They have to perform, obviously, but, with Bourne, Warner, DeMario, Quan, Howe, like, it's so many of them, and it's when cut day is going to come, it's going to be hard for Saints to make some decisions because they have legit 7 linebackers that can make this squad and honestly should make this squad. So we'll see how they, do the roster numbers and see who they cut and let go. But I'm wishing we can find a way to somehow keep them all on the roster. And in some way, I know it's going to be hard because only can have 53 guys. But those guys have been balling. I think they all, can serve a role for this team. Next up, last but not least, the DBs. DBs have been playing well, man. This has been a shock, honestly. Saints and cornerbacks never really go hand in hand. But this preseason, 2 games, we haven't really played anyone crazy or anything like that. But you only can play who's on your schedule. Our schedule's not that hard this year anyway. But Adebo had another solid game. Gardner Johnson, that man is he's everywhere. Like, he's just all over the field. He's always, in the play. And it's funny, he almost got a taunting penalty. I don't know if y'all saw it, but he kind of stopped himself. So he's going to have to be careful because that new taunting rule it's kind of aimed at him. It's not aimed at the Saints particularly, but if it was, the one Saints player it's aimed at would be Gardner Johnson. So as long as he's, playing hard, he can still talk his trash, but just try to limit those taunting possibilities, because he definitely stuck his finger in the receiver face, and he kind of caught himself there. Also, the safeties, Marcus Williams, Malcolm Jenkins, they both looked okay. Limited play snaps, but I know they both had a couple nice pass breakups. So I expect them to be good. I would rather Malcolm Jenkins in the box than him in coverage, but that's a different story for a different day. But they did look solid, man. And last but not least, on the DB front, can't believe I'm doing this for another week in a row. Ken Crawley, man, looked solid. You saw that one play where Trevor Lawrence threw the ball about 50 yards downfield. Crawley was in that receiver's hip pocket, and that's absolutely insane from Kim Crawley. No flags yet this preseason. Like, it's just been almost perfect form, but the almost is because I think he was injured, and I'm seeing somewhere where it's going to be a couple weeks until he can return. So that's unfortunate, man. He's been having a good offseason, a good training camp, good preseason. Now he's going to have an injury setback, but hopefully, I think week 1 is about 2.5, 3 weeks away from now. So hopefully he gets that, under control, and he's out there week 1. And it looks like Lattimore is going to be there. The suspension up in the air. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but it's looking like he may not get suspended. But we are the Saints. You know how they treat us. Oh, actually, I do have to touch on special teams right now. I forgot about that. I'll throw them in here. But the kickers, obviously, we brought in a second kicker. He was solid. He made a 52-yarder, which is great. I know Sean Payton like big kickers, big leg kickers. Excuse me. He made a 52-yarder. He was 2 for 3 on extra points, which is solid. Obviously, you want to make all your extra points. That's free points you can't leave on the board. But that was a good, I think that was a good opening week for him. Hopefully, he comes back next week. He'll have more consistency, more chemistry with that team, with the holder, with the snapper, and things like that. And maybe he'll get better. And on that note, it's also been a punter battle going on, and I can tell you one thing, that battle is over. Gillikin, man, he absolutely destroyed that last game. He had some pretty good punts in that first game as well. But this game, I think he had 3 kicks, averaged 47 yards a kick, had a long of 63, which, if you can get a 63-yard kick, you're just flipping the field, man. Just imagine, punting from your 20 and just basically putting them inside the 20. That's a hell of a field position flip, and we're going to need that from punters, as you know, because you always need your punters. You never really want to use them, but you always need them, and it's good to have a guy that, can knock down some things when you need him to knock down some things. But, yeah, man, that'll wrap up the defense, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts, below, and I'll see y'all next time. The Boot Tragedies, and I'm out.